Guys, it's Nikki and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video all about Memory Maker, and you might not have any idea what this means, or you might have found this video because you're looking for more information about what Memory Maker is at Walt Disney World, and we can even dabble a little bit into Disneyland as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get started. So what is Memory Maker? Memory Maker is something that you can purchase that will help you make your memories. I know, not really, but kind of. So Memory Maker is a Photopass service where you can purchase all of your photos that are taken throughout your Walt Disney World vacation. So that is at any location where there's a Photopass photographer, all rides, all character meet and greets. You also just get really cute photos from Memory Maker in general. So they'll throw like maybe like a cute picture of Mickey or the castle. Anytime you take a Photopass photo in a new location for you, then a couple of other pictures are going to pop up there. What is Disney's Memory Maker? So Memory Maker is a Photopass service that helps you capture all of your magical vacation moments, and the biggest thing is that so everyone can be in the photo. So with Memory Maker, you can download and share your photos that you take throughout Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and you can link your family and friends within your My Disney Experience profile as well. Today's video, we're going to dive into the price, why you should get it, a couple of different examples of what Memory Maker looks like, and I'm going to throw some of my personal Memory Maker photos that I've gotten through the Photopass photographers in today's video so you can see what those look like. But overall, Memory Maker just allows you to get your photos that you take on your Walt Disney World or Disneyland vacation. Is how do I know where a Photopass photographer is? And in Walt Disney World, there are over 100 locations where Photopass photographers are. I do want to preface that if the weather is bad or if it's raining, then those photographers sometimes do have to go inside for a little bit until it is safe for them to come out. So just know that going into your day that you might not see as many Photopass photographers out and about if it is raining or if the weather isn't great. So again, there are over 100 locations where Photopass photographers are located, and you're mainly going to see them in a bright green shirt. And sometimes they might be in a different costume depending on what type of land that they are in to help with that theming. But the majority of the time you are going to see them in those green shirts. You know, on Main Street USA and Magic Kingdom, they do have a different outfit. They have like little cute hats and their outfits. If I can find a photo, I'll put it here. But it just helps them blend into the land more. But they will have a massive camera around their neck and or a tripod depending on the type of day. So they do a great job getting those photos for your family. I will preface that it is a human being taking your photo, and so some photographers are absolutely wonderful. Others, you might just get a random photo. They might just take a couple of pictures and then move on. I will say, if you catch the Photopass photographer during a really busy time, they're probably not going to spend as much time with you as if they don't have a line, and then that interaction is just going to be a little bit stronger. I love Photopass photographers. I feel like if I would have done the Disney College program, I would have been all over the Photopass photographers lane as my role to help make magic, because I love photos. I love interacting with people. I love taking people's photos. You can ask my husband. I'll be the first person to go up to a family that's like trying to take a photo with everyone in it, because that is 15 seconds, maybe not even, that I can give to someone to help them create that magical memory. So Memory Maker, again, allows everyone to be in that picture, and it can be taken across all parks. Sometimes they have them at resorts. It just depends on what's going on, but over 100 locations you can get a Photopass photo taken. You also, through Memory Maker, get all of your ride photos. You can always have your character meet and greet photos on there too, which is really special. And sometimes the lighting is a little wonky in certain places, and their camera is able to adjust to that probably a little better than your phone. A good example for Memory Maker, and this is a little different because the pricing and structure of it all is a little different, is Disney Cruise Line. Highly recommend getting that photo package, and I've done a whole video on this that'll be linked in the description down below. But the cruise ship lighting is awful. Every photo that I had taken on my phone, especially during like later in the evening, oh my gosh, pictures were awful. So always make sure you get that photo package when you're going on the Disney Cruise Line. Highly recommend getting that for sure. But let's talk about Walt Disney World, and then we can dive into a little bit of Disneyland as well. So how does Memory Maker work? So if you are interested in purchasing Memory Maker, I highly recommend doing the advanced purchase because this is going to be your cheapest price. It just gets more expensive as you go. So Memory Maker can be purchased for $185 at the time of this video. Today is March 2nd, 2024. And this allows you to have any photos or videos within 30 days of activating your Memory Maker. So any photos that you take throughout your entire vacation, if you're there for 30 days, that's amazing. But most likely you're going to be there for like 5 to 7 days. All of your photos are included. Any photos that you taken before would not be included. So you always want to make sure that you're activating that Memory Maker right away at the start of your trip. If you purchase Memory Maker during or post vacation, so maybe you did some Photopass photos and you like a lot of them, then you would purchase Memory Maker after, and that price is going to jump to $210. You can purchase Memory Maker for 1 day, and that's going to be at $75. But again, highly recommend just doing the advanced purchase for $185. Purchasing each individual photo does add up, especially when you're like, oh my gosh, these are so cute, I just love them so much. And then you get home and you realize how much fun you all had, and you want to help save those memories, and you're just going to purchase way more than $185 worth of photos. So just make sure that you always purchase it before your vacation so you can get the most use out of it, and you can save the most money when you're getting those photos and downloading them right onto your phone. So how does Memory Maker work? So step one obviously is to purchase Memory Maker. Once that is done, now you need to get your photos taken. Oh my gosh. So throughout your entire trip, you always want to find those Photopass photographers. Sometimes the lines do look a little long, but they do go very quickly. They make sure everybody does have a great experience, but they're going to keep people moving along. So you have, again, over 100 locations at Walt Disney World to take those photos. Once your photos are taken, then they're going to populate into your My Disney Experience account. You will most likely get a notification that there is a photo waiting for you in your My Disney Experience account, and those are going to populate as you get them taken. Sometimes it does take a little bit longer depending on the day, depending on where you took those photos, but you always just want to make sure that you're always checking your My Disney Experience account to see your photos that are listed in there. If you have not purchased Memory Maker, they will have a very large watermark on them. So while you could screenshot them, you're not going to really want to do anything with them because there's a massive watermark on them. But wanted to take one step back. So how do your photos link from your experience to your My Disney Experience account? So that is going to be through your Magic Band or your park ticket. If you don't have a Magic Band, then they're just going to ask you for your park ticket, or they're going to scan a ticket and hand it to you, and then there's going to be a code on the back that you can then add to your My Disney Experience account. Highly recommend just getting the Magic Band. Again, it's easier, they're fun to have, it's a fun souvenir to take home at the end of your vacation. But if you do have a Magic Band, you're just gonna keep your Magic Band on, and then they're gonna ask for someone to tap it. You can tap it, and then they're going to appear in your My Disney Experience account. Once you've taken your photos, once they've populated in the app, now you can download them. There are like 2 options, high and low res, for you to download. I've always done the high resolution. I've never had an issue with my phone or storage or anything like that. And trust me, I have a lot of photos on my phone. But then you can download, post them wherever you want. You get full copyright of your photos. So if you ever had an issue going to print them or anything, you will get that copyright list from Disney through the DisneyPhotopass.com website, and you can download and show like Walmart or Walgreens, wherever you're getting those photos printed. For Memory Maker, only one person in your party needs to purchase it. So if you do have a lot of people going, you could split the cost, and then that would allow everyone to use it, while one person would have to link it to their account and be like the household person that has the Memory Maker. They will get access to their photos and can download them. So as long as everyone is connected through the family and friends, if they scan their Magic Band, well, they will see the copyright and the watermark on that photo. You will not. So for example, we have Memory Maker through my annual pass, not Jackson's. So before, I think it was before 2021, annual pass holders automatically got Memory Maker, but then they changed it to be an additional cost. I love Memory Maker. It's 100% worth it for us to have that on one of our passes. And so I make that extra purchase on my annual pass. But if Jackson is on a ride by himself, which he never is, or maybe I'm always the one that scans it, but let's just say we get a picture taken and he scans his Magic Band, he will be able to see those photos, but it's going to have the watermark. However, just because he scanned it, it's still going to appear on my Disney Experience account because we're connected via family and friends. Something else that is really exciting about Memory Maker, and just I would say the Photopass experience, because you technically don't have to have Memory Maker to do this, but you get magic shots, and those are really fun. So they'll do like Olaf at Hollywood Studios or Tinkerbell. We've like held the Mickey balloon. So there are so many fun different magic shot options. If you're ever with a Photopass photographer and they don't give you an option for a magic shot, go ahead and ask them. Say, hey, do you have a magic shot here? Is there something that we can do? And then they can, however they do it on their camera, I have no idea. But then once that photo populates into your My Disney Experience app, and those ones do take a little bit longer to come up, then you'll either see like Tinkerbell in your hand, or I know at Animal Kingdom they have like Timon and Pumbaa on one. They change them up all the time for the seasons too. Like there's like a mistletoe for the holidays. So it's very generic of like what you're going to get. It's very unique for what you're going to get. You never know like what that Photopass photographer is going to have as their magic shot. But always make sure to ask if they don't automatically do it for you. Also, sometimes if you're attending an after hours event or it's during a holiday season, you can have like little signs that you can hold. So it might say like Disney After Hours or Happy Holidays. I know there was like a Joy one that we did before the Christmas parade at the Christmas party. So lots of different options for you. They want you to take so many pictures. They want you to help. They want to help you capture those memories. And so every Photopass photographer is there to make sure that they are giving you the best photos and the best opportunities to help create those magical memories. So something else that Memory Maker does include is your photos from Capture the Moment or your Bippity Boppity Boutique experience. So Capture the Moment is a private Photopass session. I believe it lasts around 20 minutes and it's about, I think, $100. However, their photos are not included. So if you're doing that, I would highly recommend just get Memory Maker, so then you get those photos and you don't have to purchase them separately. And then on top of everything, you also have all of your photos from your vacation as well. So highly recommend, if you do Capture the Moment, definitely 100% get the Memory Maker as well. For your Bippity Boppity Boutique experience, they have like a little photo shoot area that your kiddo can do. Again, you do have to purchase like the Bippity Boppity Boutique stuff besides Memory Maker, but They allow you to take lots of photos in there, and you're already spending the money for the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique experience. So why not get those photos and just be able to remember that moment with your kiddo. Now let's talk about what Memory Maker looks like in Disneyland. So it's not called Memory Maker, it is just called Photopass Plus, which, like, that makes sense. And it is $40 for the day. I think technically they say it's $39. But the kicker with Disneyland is that you can only purchase it per day. So it's a little bit cheaper, but this is the biggest caveat. If you get Genie Plus in Disneyland, then you get all of your photos already included. You know you're gonna buy Genie Plus, so you already get all of those photos, and that means character meet and greets, any magic shots, any photos that you take with Photopass photographers, and ride photos. All of them when you purchase Genie Plus for that day. So while Genie Plus might be, let's say, $15 a day per person, it is still going to be roughly the same cost that you would purchase if you weren't getting Genie Plus. But why not just get Genie Plus? So one, you can not wait so long, and two, now you get your digital downloads of your Photopass photos. Photopass photos. Thing to remember about Disneyland, it's per day. You can't do it as an advanced selection. I believe if you purchase a package you can, but if you're not staying on property or anything like that, then you would just have to purchase it day of. But again, just get yourselves Genie Plus and then you be Gucci for the photos. There we go. So now you're back from your vacation. What do you do with these photos? One, you can obviously share them with your family and friends, but if you go to disneyphotopass.com, then you can also get them on personalized products. Oh my gosh. If you are a parent, then you know that your children's grandparents love anything with a photo of them on it, right? You can make calendars, you can make mugs, you can make mouse pads, blankets, posters, cards, do your holiday cards, anything that you can probably think of, you could put your Photopass photo pictures on. Granted, you can download those and make them on Shutterfly or anything like that. I've never compared those prices, but it's a great option for you to use your photos, and they're directly on the website. They make it very easy and simple to use. You can also order prints on the website as well for your photos. So maybe you just want to print a couple off and then put them in frames in your home. Do people still do that? I love a good picture frame, but that is another option for you to do at the end of your trip. And finally, the biggest thing that I need you to remember when you purchase Memory Maker is this. Your photos will expire 25 days from the date they are taken. So that means if you go to Walt Disney World on March 1st, 45 days from March 1st, those first couple photos, they're going to be gone from your account. Biggest thing, you have to remember to download your photos. If you are an annual pass holder, it's a little different. You have one whole year to download those photos. So our photos from January of 2023, like, just dropped off, obviously like 2 months ago now because it's March, but still they're no longer on there. So my photos from April are like my last ones that are on there. So come April, those are gonna fall off. What I personally do is after a trip, I just go down to disneyphotopass.com and I download all of my photos. I put them on my external hard drive, and then I know that they are there. Do I download every single photo on my phone? No, but I always just want to make sure I have them all because that's the way I am. So just remember, 45 days from purchasing Memory Maker, those photos are going to expire. You should, and I'm going to say should, not absolutely, but you should receive an email before they expire, just warning you like, hey, you have some photos that are expiring. Make sure you have downloaded them and have purchased whatever you want to purchase. For example, this was kind of tricky for me, and thankfully the cast members came in and saved the day. So we go on a big family trip every other year, and I have the annual pass Memory Maker, right? But my sister took some photos with the kids, with her children, and scanned it with her Magic Band. So now that is going to be a 45-day limit. While my memory maker is for the year, the photos are coming from her account, so they will expire within 45 days. I didn't do my little downloading thing that I always do now. And I reached out to Disney and was like, hey, I didn't download these photos for my sister yet. Can you please help me out? And they were able to populate those photos back for me, but that is not a guarantee. Do not count on that, because they could easily have said to me, nope, sorry, your photos are gone into the abyss and you can never get them back. I know technology, so I know they're probably hanging out somewhere for at least a little bit, but just know that those photos are going to expire within 45 days. So just put it on your calendar, set a reminder for you, get a travel agent to remind you. If you need a travel agent, my information is linked down below. But let them remember, or like set a reminder for yourself to download all of your photos the next day you get back from your trip, so you do not forget. Cool? Cool. Hey guys, that's gonna be it for today's memory maker video. I hope you got some really helpful information, saw some really fun photos from our experience using memory maker and Photopass. I should say our experiencing using Photopass. Memory maker isn't an experience, it is something you can purchase through Photopass, which just makes it even more confusing. But anyways, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I'd be happy to answer those for you. Do you get memory maker? Do you enjoy it? What is your favorite magic shot if you get that? But I hope you guys have a magical rest of your day. Give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you also subscribed, and I will see you real soon. Bye.